avocados, smoothies. Actually, liquid calories aren't registered. They can be like, whoa, wait a second. We just had 200 calories. What? You know, it's kind of too late to shut off your appetite, you know, suppress your appetite. I'm a believer in the laws of thermodynamics. So look, people's metabolism are different. People's activity levels are different. Even just fidgeting. Some people just sit at a chair. Other people, you know, they're always fidgeting. And that actually can burn a lot of calories throughout the day. So some people need a lot more calories than others. But look, if you lock someone in a room and you don't let them eat enough, they will lose weight, period. You know, and if you stuff them full of a lot of food, doesn't matter what they do, they'll gain a lot of weight. You can't outrun your mouth, essentially.
Yeah, but like, you can outcycle your mouth though, right?
If you overeat carbs, when I mean overeat, exceed your kind of daily caloric intake in carbs, you will build fat in the worst possible place, and that's in your liver. And so there actually, so this phenomenon in which carbs turn into fat happens, and it happens in your liver, and you can run into liver inflammation.
So, like you're saying, if I'm hearing this correctly, if I'm smashing in the calories and I'm, you know, not burning half of what I'm eating, like my body's just not going to magically burn off those calories by itself. Like, that's what I thought it did. I thought plants were like magical, and that's what they did. They just burn themselves off.
Theoretically, right, so if you're right, you ate lots of smoothies, lots of really calorically dense foods, and you ate all day, and you had little activity, you could balloon up to any size you want. Right? I mean, you could gain as much weight as you wanted to gain, but I think you just have to put some work into it. And so if someone was in that situation, I would encourage them to move towards less calorically dense whole foods.
Less calories, not more calories. Less.
Do you know how many potatoes you'd have to eat to get a few thousand calories in? I mean, there's only a certain amount of stomach volume. And the wonderful thing about whole plant foods is that they're so calorically dilute. I mean, if you look at a plate of 100 calories of broccoli, 100 calories of strawberries, you compare that to 100 calories of cheese or chicken or chocolate for that matter, you can see how you could eat a tablespoon of oil, get 100 calories, and you wouldn't even notice the difference, right? I mean, you have an oily taste in your mouth, but you wouldn't feel any fuller. Whereas you ate 100 calories of broccoli, all right, now you're, right? That's a big bowl of strawberries. And so there's only a certain amount of food you could stuff in. And so, I mean, that's the nice thing about eating whole food, plant-based diets. You don't have to worry about carb counting, calorie counting, portion control, any of that. Calorically dense foods. Dried fruit, nuts and seeds, avocados, smoothies. Actually, liquid calories aren't registered the same way by your body because we weren't meant to basically drink our calories, right? Because calories didn't really exist in liquid form. And so it kind of bypasses, that's why we think drinking soda is worse than eating candy, even if you had the same amount of sugar, because like you're just getting all these calories into your system before your body can be like, whoa, wait a second. We just had 200 calories. What? You know, it's kind of too late to shut off your appetite, you know.
And I know that I'm like kind of picking fun at, you know, the topics in this video, but everyone in this community is just so brainwashed into thinking that like carbohydrates can't make you fat. You can't get fat on carbs. It's metabolic damage. It's going to take like 7 years to, you know, overcome, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not true. The reason that you're gaining weight is because your body is taking in more calories than it's burning. And it doesn't matter where those calories come from, your body can convert it into fat. You can get fat. You can get as fat as you want to get, like he says in this video. So you don't have to believe that, you know, it's going to take 7 years to overcome your metabolic damage. It's not going to, you don't have to starve yourself to lose weight, but you do have to create a small caloric deficit. And the reason for that is because fat on our bodies is stored energy. If you don't use that stored energy, it's just going to sit on your body. So I just wanted to show you guys this video. If you want to see the whole interview with Dr. Gregor, I highly recommend it. I put the link in the description box below. But check it out. I mean, especially if you're having problems losing weight on a high carb plant-based diet, you can eat as much as you want to eat, 100%. But like he says, if you are having problems losing weight on a whole foods plant-based diet, go for more calorically less dense foods like non-starchy vegetables, things that are going to fill you up, you know, on less calories, because every single plant-based doctor in the community says that the reason that you lose weight on a plant-based diet is because the foods are less calorically dense. So check out the interview. Thank you guys so much for watching. So I'll be in Canada from May 20th to the 24th, and I'm flying like into Toronto, and then I'm going to